All right, good afternoon, everyone. It's a bit chilly here, but I had a few people reach out to me on YouTube and um, Facebook asking me how did I run the wires for the Option 7 Underglow. Today, I have a few projects going on. I'm actually going to be replacing one of my rear strip and one of the wires that connects to the main wiring harness. So I'll show you guys that. And so if you have any questions or concerns, please just drop them in the comments and I'll do the best I can to assist you. Remind the dirt, guys, I haven't cleaned it all winter. I drive my car all year round. Needs to be painted. Got some few things going on. Few things need to be done. But so here is the main wiring harness there. I just zip tied it to a connection that's coming off there, so it stays. It hasn't moved. It's pretty firm. Go to the back. So I already removed one of the screws to the back strip. I'm not sure you can see that, but here and there. Like I say, you want to keep all the wires away from the hot parts, obviously. But I got it mounted. Here it's screwed in. Just drill a hole. Hole's not that big, obviously. Drill a hole, nobody will see it. Only you'll know it's there. That's in the rear. Then on the side, actually I'll take the time too to clean them up pretty good. But same thing. Drill the hole. I had to actually drill through this because this is solid, but it's been no issues. I had it for 2 years. Drill a hole there, and all the way up, and the other one. See if I can get in there. Drilled the hole there, mounted it. Obviously, when you're drilling, you want to pull the wire back. Not drilling, but when you're screwing the screw in, you want to pull the wire back towards you so you don't pinch any of the wires. I pulled this out some, but this is where my wires are. Most of them are running to there. Then I just tucked it under some heat shields and whatnot, but I have it zip tied here. This whole bunch of wires sit underneath some zip ties, so it does not move. It's pretty sturdy there underneath this plastic panel underneath the car. But running here, like I said, you want to keep it away from hot parts. So I use the heat shields. I use everything that was underneath the car. See, that's the wire running to the rear strip there, all the way back. Not sure how this video is going to come out because it keeps turning my camera, but and I tucked it behind the heat shield up there next to the exhaust. So I'll show you guys that too. Dropping down from up top. Remember I showed you guys the main wiring bundle up top that I zip tied? Those are the wires right there running from it, and it's running down to here. There's another heat shield where my finger is hitting here. I tucked it underneath there and ran it all the way back. Obviously you got to remove some of those screws there to pull the heat shields down some to be able to tuck the wires. But then it goes from there, run it over here to this plastic trim piece here underneath the car, and it's, like I said, it's zip tied. Sorry about the video, guys. It's doing it by myself, so it's gonna be a little shaky. I'm not sure how it's gonna come out, but I'll upload it for you guys. The back one I ran so you guys can see. So 1 second. I ran it above. It's the wire there. I ran it above the rear control arms, not below it, because obviously it moves. But I ran it above it, so it practically sits on top, and it will not, and it hasn't pinched the wires in 2 years. Then I use this, the heat shield, next to my exhaust. The exhaust tip does get hot, and it's been pretty solid. So again, YouTube and Facebook, I hope that helps you guys out. As I said before, if you have any questions or concerns, please just leave me a comment and I'll get back to you. All my wiring it's hardwired. It's not plugged into the cigarette lighter, so I use, hold on, let me show you this connection too. So I use the right here, the positive terminal there. You see I got a few wires running off that because I have some other lights going on too. And then I use the negative right here, and then obviously the inline fuse. Pull this. Inline fuse runs, I tapped into a fuse and it runs there. It does not stay on when a car is on. I mean, it does not stay on. It does not turn off or on unless you trigger it with the remote. It doesn't, and it has many different functions and stuff like that. But other than that, guys, that's all I have for you today. Like I said, a few guys reached out to me on Facebook and YouTube about wiring installation on it. So if you have any questions or concerns, please just post them in the comments. And the other side, I showed you guys the passenger side strip. This is how I mounted. The driver's side strip is the same way as the passenger side. There's no different. And this I zip tied to hold the wire. I ran it like that. Obviously it's a little loose right now because I'm working on it, but it does, it fits everything nice and snug, so nothing will be hanging down. And then the rear of the strip is back there. Same thing. It's drilled in. I had to drill through the sides. Let me show you the last thing on the front bumper. Front bumper drilled there. That one's running right there by in between the belly pan and this other plastic here, but it's just drilled in and tailed up. Like I said, 2 years with no issues. Besides the rear light going out, not going out, but one of the connections are bad. Anyways, any questions or concerns, drop them in the comments. I'm out. Peace, and enjoy your afternoon.